Hi, I'm Barbie.
I'm Ken.
And together we are
Barbie and Ken on the road again.
We are leaving Arley, Alabama. We've been there for 2 weeks, had a wonderful time. Very, very remote area. Took us 45 minutes to get to anything. But it was very relaxing and very, very nice. We did good this morning getting on the road, right, babe?
Yeah, I guess we're on the road by, I don't know, 10:45? No, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. That was our goal. We met our goal. Everybody's getting settled. Millie's good. Sabrina is having a little bit of a rough time trying to figure out where she wants to lay down. Oh, there we go. And then Princess is already asleep as usual. We are headed to Nachez Trace in Tennessee, and we'll be there for 2 weeks.
I would like to come back here again.
How come?
Because it's quiet. And I would come back here in the fall. Yeah, I need you to check my right side, baby.
Okay, hold on. I gotta check. Oh, I gotta take my seatbelt off. Nothing coming. Sorry about that. It takes two.
I think in the spring or the fall, after all the kids are out of there, it just quiets right down. There was nobody there. So it was beautiful there.
It is a lovely, lovely campground. I don't have any complaints about it at all. Looks like we're going over the Tennessee Valley Authority Wheeler Dam. Oh, it's kind of a tiny little squeeze here.
Sure is.
Stay between the lines. Oh, look how pretty. Yeah, this is a teeny tiny, narrow,
This is a narrow bridge, I'll
long
tell you.
bridge with a big uppity at the end there, I see.
Uppity?
You know, it goes up. Unless that's just the sign I'm looking at. The waterway is really nice, though. It's a very overcast day, so no sparklies on the water.
Tons of birds down there on the...
Yeah.
I don't know, there's seagulls? I don't know what they are. Whew.
Oh, this is interesting. We're stopped for the one-way. Kenny is as close as he can get to the rail. And then, ooh. Can you feel the breeze?
No, but I'm afraid this guy's going to take my mirror off.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This is interesting. So, was this only like the teeniest bridge to begin with? Now the traffic's coming the other way. Looks like it'll be our turn soon, and we've got to make this kind of sharp curve here to get through to the other side of this red light thing.
Well, a good thing was that nobody took my mirror off.
Well, that's a good thing. All right, so we're green. Fingers crossed we can get through this. Doesn't look too bad. So we can't cut it too much because we're pulling the truck. And we don't want the truck to... Oh, you're pretty close over here, babe. Oh, yo. Don't take this guy out. This guy's pretty brave sitting on this. Holy shit. Oh my God, I feel like we're gonna fall off.
Thank you.
There they go.
Thank you.
All right. Oof. I'll be glad when we get off this thing. I'd even be nervous just in the truck itself. Looking back in the camera, the truck just has a little teeny bit of room there. All right, we made it. That was my least favorite. Oh boy. My least favorite bridge so far.
How's my mirror on that side?
I can't see the
close,
mirror.
right?
Yeah. You're good. Phew.
Entering Lauderdale County.
Oh, that's funny.
That was a little nerve-wracking. Hey, we're gonna have a picnic over there.
Oh, we won't be able to get out if we get in there.
Thousand Trails Nachez Trace is located in Hohenwald, Tennessee, and is just off the Nachez Trace Parkway, which is a wonderful drive in its own. There's over 500 camping sites here, spread into 4 different loops. We were lucky because we came here in the spring and they put us down on the beach. It was a perfect spot for us to spend the 2 weeks. Here's a shot of our campsite. We were put down the end. There's only about 10 spots here on the beach. Our spot is actually where they park the food truck for the summertime when the beach is full. As you can see, there is a lot of space in this park. I was talking to one of the maintenance guys, and he said they were thinking about even putting up a disc golf course here. This is kind of a panning loop around the whole campground, well, the front of the campground. And here is the rest of the sites on the beach, along with the lake. There is fishing, boating, and swimming all along the beach here. It's just a really beautiful place. I'm sure it's gorgeous in the summertime. As you enter the park, looking down to the left, there is a little road that takes you down to a convenience store, which is just off the property, but it's gated going onto the property. As you go a little bit further down, there is the pool area, and there is an open rec hall down past that, maybe a little bit closer to the lake itself. As you can see, there is just a lot of room here. It's like a parkway, you know, one way in and one way out the other way. But it is just tremendously large here with lots of space. If you turn right here, it takes you up to the 3 other camping loops. We were down the beach, so we had to go left. A little bit of construction going on, and then not a long ride down to the beach, but the road could be improved a little bit. It could be repaved. And you got to watch out for the culvert there on the left-hand side. Again, just a big open field coming on down. There are actually some trash barrels on the right-hand side. And there's cottages on the right-hand side also, overlooking the water. Dog park is on the left. And as we swing on down past this little riverway, you can see we come down to the beach. Now, most of these beach sites are buddy sites, so you can have a friend park next to you and see each other. And here's our site right here, right on the water. Not bad. Here's a quick little spin around the campground we took out of the truck. Again, it's a massive campground, over 500 sites. There's some cottages right along the water. Here's a little river. And we will come up to the dog park again. I tried to cut out a bunch of just the driving along, so hopefully it's not too boring. I might have to cut out some more. We'll see. This is a quick shot of the beach looking down towards the boat docks. Beautiful lake here. So this is a little wooden pedestrian bridge that comes across the little river here, stream, whatever you want to call it, and connects over to the cabins, which are on the other side over here. They do have a little bit of their own beach there also. So they have the best of both worlds. Just a word of caution when visiting this campground. They change the gate code every Monday. And unless you're aware of that, and you see that it's written down on your sign-in sheet, you don't know it, like we didn't know. So I had to go pick up Barbara from the airport. Her flight was delayed, and we didn't get back until about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Everything was closed up. I went to go punch our code into the little machine, and the gate would not open. We tried it several times. Wasn't opening, tried making phone calls, nothing happened, nobody answered the phone. So Barb suggested she get out and go see the late time check-in area, and she found an envelope, looked inside, and sure enough, they had changed the gate code on us. We punched in the new gate code and we were in. Good thing that she found that, because after flying all day with multiple delays, she wasn't ready for any of this. She was ready to break down the gate.
Yes, I was. I had a wonderful trip, though. I flew back to Fort Lauderdale for a couple of doctor's appointments and to visit Ryan, Jesse, Evelyn, and Elena. And then they flew with me up to Rochester so we could all visit with Danielle and Delilah and Tristan. It was the first time that the 4 grandkids had been together since Evie was born. And as you can see, we had some snow. And then when I was at the airport, we had a lot of snow, delay. And I got to give kudos to Ken for waiting in the parking lot for me.
So the campground is named Nachez Trace, I believe because it is right along the Nachez Trace Parkway. Nachez Trace Parkway is 444 miles of pure driving fun, I guess. No commercial vehicles. It's 2 lanes, back and forth. It goes from Nachez, Mississippi up to Nashville. In fact, when I dropped Barbara off at the airport in Nashville, I jumped on the parkway there and I drove back down to where our campground is. There's also the Meriwether Lewis Cemetery, which is not too far from the campground, and we went to go explore it. We took a day and we went about maybe 30 miles along the parkway, and here's what we saw.
We are out exploring and came across the old Nachez Trace Trail, and we're driving on it now, and we're super out in the woods, hoping maybe to see some wildlife. Continuing on the old Nachez Trace Road, very, very remote, tiny road, very rural, but as usual, Kenny and I seem to be the negative wildlife team. We don't see wildlife, and all we want to do is see wildlife. Come on, bear. Come on, deer. We haven't even seen a squirrel in here. And we are in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, that rhymed.
Continuing on the old Nachez Trace Trail. And there's some good drop-offs here. The path is teeny at best. Luckily, we've got the 4-wheel drive if we need it. This is called Jack's Branch, and we're gonna go over this little bitty bridge, little bitty wooden bridge here.
So we're at Steele's Iron Works. This is a little spur off of the Nachez Trace Parkway. It says an easy 5-minute stroll along Metal Ford leads you to the Buffalo River, the McLish Stand exhibit, and then back to this point by way of a historic mill race. Unfortunately, we have our stroller, so we're not going to take a walk. Maybe I'll walk down. We'll see. Buffalo River. Beautiful. And we are setting up to have a little picnic.
What you doing, Miller? Billy, what you doing? Are you here for the picnic? So we are having a lovely picnic on this gorgeous day. And we really enjoy packing a picnic lunch. And Sabrina and Princess are here. And we are just in a beautiful setting for a picnic. There was a really big ice storm, and it really took out a tremendous amount of trees. You can see the path down to the little water's edge there is blocked from the tree loss. And then that big tree there fell over as well. Lots and lots of destruction from this wicked ice storm that they had.
All right, so Barbara took a walk, and now she doesn't want to get her feet wet. So she's going to have to try to get back across this little creek.
This way.
You can do it. There you go. Hey, don't fall.
All right. Still have a little ways to go. Gotta watch for these slippy areas on the mud. A little bit mud. And it looks like there's just natural water coming down through here, so just gotta go slow. Okay, so I made it down to this gorgeous waterfall on a path that really was not a path. I halfway impressed myself. There is a lot of water coming down from way at the top there. And there is Kenny. Okay, I'm gonna venture my way back up. It was very slippery, very rocky, but I'm an old lady, but I'm gonna make it. I'll let you know how long it takes me. Okay, so I was down at that gorgeous waterfall. I'm not sure if you can see it through the trees, but it just goes on. And I was way down there, and then I made it all the way around through that wooded area, climbing up rocks. There's really no true path there. And then a little path kind of starts here for the rest of the journey. So that took me a good maybe 15 minutes or so, but I'm doing it.
This is the burial site of Meriwether Lewis, part of the famous duo of Lewis and Clark, who Thomas Jefferson wanted to go find a water route to the Pacific Ocean. He died at the Grinder House, which is located not too far from here, supposedly by travelers during the middle of the night. I believe they tried to rob the place.
Hey everyone, Ken here. So, last Sunday we had an intense line of thunderstorms come through with a tornado watch. Thank God the tornado did not hit ground. But the next day it turned like 40 degrees colder. And I didn't realize it was going to get that cold, so I did not shut the water off on our extra hose. And I woke up in the morning and the hose burst here. Thank God I had an extra one. And also, the end wand came apart also. So, lessons learned, make sure that you go and you shut off the water at the spigot and open up the valve to get all the water out of the hose so it doesn't freeze like that. Don't pay the price like I did. Thank God I had an extra one in stock. And now today it's 70 degrees, so who knew? Anyways, lesson learned. And in that storm, I lost 2 of my tire covers. The coach is sitting low up front, and I couldn't fit the covers on over the wheels properly, so I propped them up there. And then, when the winds were blowing, whipping through, I said to myself, I bet I might lose a couple of these. Sure enough, I did. This one that goes on here, I lost it during the night, and it went into the lake. It's at the bottom of the lake now, I believe. And the one on the passenger side, the wind was blowing the other way, and I don't know, it took off up there somewhere. It might be in that pond over there, I'm not sure, but I couldn't find it. So now, $135 later, I can buy 2 more. So make sure that if it's very, very windy, you take the tire covers off. We'll make sure they're secured.
Well, that was our time over at Nachez Trace in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Our next stop is to Cave City, Kentucky, up to the Thousand Trails Diamond Caverns Campground, which is right next to the Mammoth Cave National Park. It should be very interesting to see what's going on there. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe and share. And leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. And as always, we appreciate you here, and thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.